Well, folks, here we are again, returning to whence I came, heading back to Haida Gwaii this afternoon, and have a little pit stop here right now just to shake up the cobwebs a bit. Been driving since 11 o'clock last night, so I'm going about 15 hours straight. A couple of gas stops and a McDonald's stop, that's about it. Not that I'm condoning McDonald's, but it's quick and it's on the mark. You know what you're going to get, even though it's crap, but at least their coffee's better than Tim's. So, this little last trip, supposed to go racing down in the US of A, and Captain Joe, the Commander-in-Chief, decided that he didn't want any of us Canadians down across the line right now, infecting everybody with the disease of the century, or the disease of well, my lifetime anyway. But so we had to take a little bit of a break and just hung out down south, lower mainland of BC, Chilliwack area. Did a little work on the race car, and on the way back home to Haida Gwaii right now. Part of this trip also was to bring the new ride back for my mom that my brother and I picked up for her, because she's been cruising around in some big Super Duty Ford and an old big ass Chevy 1-ton van, and she doesn't need that kind of shit in this point in time in her life. So yeah, picked up that little Jeep Compass from one of the guys I used to work with. Nice little vehicle, and hey, it's made the 13-hour trip, or well, 14-hour trip, not a problem at all. Good gas mileage too. So, in the responsible way we do things around here, well, I do things sometimes when I'm on camera, is had to stop for a little washroom break, and when you see all this rain coming down, which right now it's coming down, certain urges happen, and the bathroom is calling. But we also got a little cigar action. We're backwoods. We'll get a little smoke action in there at the same time. We're stopped at a rest stop called, oh Jesus, we're halfway between Terrace and Prince Rupert, and it says it's called Telegraph Point. Now, I'm not sure why it's called Telegraph Point, except way back in the distance over there, you can't even see them, I can't even see them from here either, are some power lines that go across the Skeena River, which is right behind me. The Skeena River is extra wide at this point because we're getting close to the Pacific Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean is pushing the river backwards and filling up this valley with water. So can't really see, probably, as bad as this camera is. The water does not move really right here. It is probably half salt water and half fresh water, because it's just kind of cruising up the valley from the tide going up and down. So got another visitor coming into the rest area here right now, but we're stopping for a responsible break, and a little thirsty, so we're gonna have a little Zymacord IPA. You get that in there, yeah? There you go. From Sure Mountain Brewing in Terrace. It's a good beer, so let's. I'm gonna sip away at this in a little bit, and I'll get back to you in a bit. All right, boys and girls, the rain is subsiding a bit, and we got a little sunshine coming out. It's still wet and drippy and shit like that, but yeah, you can kind of look all the way down the valley, and that's heading towards Pacific right there, and the water's all kind of pushing up. That's why it's so big and wide. And if you kind of look back this way, it's hard to see, but it does narrow out. It's a proper river there. But yeah, since we stopped, we got quite the gathering of extra folks that have stopped to take in the majesty of the day, just like I have. And yeah, let's go for a little stroll down by the outdoor area, since the rain is letting up here. See what happens. Yeah, there's the Washington ride. Somebody left a nice bottle of water there. Don't know why, but yeah, it's got a little grassy picnic area. Stroll. The birds are playing. The sun is shining. She's about 13 degrees or so out here right now. Probably high 50s. Something like that for you Fahrenheiters. But yeah, it's a nice day to stop. Like I say, I'm stopped for one beverage. Zoncord, double IPA. And a little backwood cigar. And just kind of taking it all in. If nothing else, the 15 plus hour drive it takes to get from Chilliwack to Prince Rupert to get across to Haida Gwaii is made worthwhile by this 90, about a 90 minute, a little less than that, a little less than an hour and a half drive between Terrace and Prince Rupert. It's absolutely spectacular. The shit that movies are made out of, the shit that dreams are made out of. It's just a drive that's unbelievable. The best part is, there's nobody on the fucking road almost any time you come here. There we go. That's the highway right there. You tell me how long it takes before you see a car go by. It's you just cruise along at your own pace. We're not driving Ferraris out here. We're driving a Jeep Compass, so it is what it is. We're not taking too many liberties, but we actually got cars coming here now. So, but yeah, that's the way it is. So next update in Rupert after I get my shit together here, finish off this beer, and I'm on the road home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming to the close of a pretty good day. Heading back home, heading back to Haida Gwaii, back to Masset, and got a nice sunny evening here in Prince Rupert. Spending a night in town. Just had some fish and chips at a place called Naomi's Grill. Used to go to the Crest for their fish and chips, but I'm glad I stopped at Naomi's. I'll put up a picture of their fish and chips because it was really fucking good. And like $8 cheaper than down at the Crest. The view out the front door wasn't quite as nice, but I was more worried about the beer in my glass and the food on my plate. So we've got a little bit of time. We've got a little cigar here. We've got a Romeo and Julieta, White Churchill, and we're just going to enjoy the sunset as it goes down in Rupert. A little bit of a shit show of trains right down below us there, but let's not let that bother things, because the islands and the sun and the little bit of a breeze and the what's going on behind us. And we got there's some whatever shit show behind us there, but that's not a big deal. It's the calmness of the evening is what we're here to enjoy, and let's do it together for a couple of minutes here. It just doesn't get too much better than this. Don't care where you're from, don't care where you're going, don't care where you want to be, don't care where you think you want to be. It's not too bad, you know. If this town was like this on a regular basis, throw a couple more degrees into it, so it's the high teens, low 20s on a regular basis, this place would be, well, if it was, this place would be freaking overrun with internationals. As it is the moment, it's not completely overrun, but there's a lot of people that are starting to figure this shit out. I'm one of them. I mean, I'm a new transplant myself. I'm up to the north, to the islands up here, and it really is something to behold. It's something to take in, and something to enjoy. don't fuck it up for anybody else if you come up here. Just enjoy it and take it for what it is. And if you can, have a cigar too. And probably comes right down to it, bring your own fucking cigars, because if you're coming up here, it's not exactly the place you're gonna find something good to smoke. If you really like smoking plastic tipped, wine dipped kind of shit, I guess this is okay for you. But if you want to have a good smoke, this is a little more extravagant than I usually get. But if you want to have a reasonable smoke, even, you're bringing it with you. You're not getting it here. Yeah. So that said, I'm gonna watch the sun go down, finish my smoke. Probably gonna go lose a little bit of money over the casino, which is 2 blocks to my right, and call her a night. Hit the boat in the morning. Well, the Prince Rupert tradition, if I was Harold Balder or Benjamin, I would probably have well, Benjamin at least, I would have a different word for this. Look at this Soviet abandoned building here in Prince Rupert. So Soviet, but not. Yeah, well, it could be Soviet, but not a Soviet in sight. Well, there might be somebody hanging up by the casino or something like that, but yeah. Old railway building of some sort down here at the docks. Kids playing over here. Beautiful night. Just an absolutely beautiful night. Take a little stroll.